Hello everyone, let's put another meal together. So I'm using this tofuyan pita. It's only $1.69 at the grocery store for 6 loaves. If you don't like this kind of bread, grab something else that's about 150 calories. We see the carbs is 28 grams for fiber, and there are 6 grams of protein in this. And thank you to everyone who gave a thumbs up on the prior video. I really appreciate that. So we're going to score the pita. I don't cut it through. I just, score it so that I can rip the pieces apart, getting ready to make our 4 little wedge sandwiches. I always have a container of washed lettuce in the refrigerator ready to go. And if you're making this to take to work for lunch, you could just throw all the individual ingredients in a container and assemble it once lunchtime rolls around. And here's some turkey bacon that I cooked earlier. And I want to show you the brand in just a minute. It is Columbus that I got at Costco, and it has no nitrites or nitrates added. They sell it in a pack of 4. I freeze it until I need to use it. And here's the nutrition information. I'm not sure what you all are looking for, but I'm always looking at the sodium, 200 milligrams a slice, and the protein is 6 grams of protein. I did a video a while back with turkey bacon that all has 6 grams of protein per slice, and they are Godshall's, Sam's Club and Publix Grocery, Greenwise, Publix Grocery, Good and Gather, Target, Trader Joe's, and the Columbus at Costco. I usually bake the whole package at once, but today I just cooked it all up in the pan and I put it in a container and refrigerate it for sandwiches, or I put it on salad. So today we're going to be using 2 slices, and I rip those in half so that I have a half for each little pita. And now we just assemble our 4 little pita sandwiches. If I had a tomato, I would have put a tomato slice on each little sandwich. That would add about 10 to 15 more calories. That would have tasted great, but I didn't have a tomato. If you notice, I'm not putting any mayonnaise on this. This is going to be 380 calories, so whatever your calorie count is, add mayonnaise if it fits into whatever your goal is. But you can see I did not add mayonnaise here. Then I'm also going to have a hard-boiled egg for more protein. But I'm just going to have 1 egg, not 2. And here's why. This is from the American Heart Association, and it's a conversation with Professor Linda Van Horn. She's the chief of the nutrition division in the Department of Preventive Medicine at Northwestern University's Feinberg School of Medicine in Chicago. And she's saying that 1 large whole egg contains about 200 milligrams of cholesterol. And it was once considered wise to have no more than 2 or 3 yolks, 2 or 3 whole eggs in a week. But at the bottom there we can see the 2019 Science Advisory says healthy people can include up to a whole egg, 1 egg, or the equivalent in their diet each day. And then it goes on to say older people with healthy cholesterols can have 2 eggs in a day. What's considered an older person? That's anyone 65 years and older. So if your cholesterol is good and you're under 65, still they say no more than 1 egg a day. Over 65 and your cholesterol is good, up to 2 eggs a day. And if you have to watch your cholesterol, no more than 2 to 3 eggs in a week. But why didn't I put any cheese on this sandwich? Well, that has to do with the saturated fat. So let's just check out the saturated fat in 1 egg. It's 1.5 grams. What the heck does that mean? Well, here, the American Heart Association says that for people who need to lower their cholesterol, they recommend reducing the saturated fat to less than 6% of total calories. Well, that's the American Heart Association, as I put right there. And the Dietary Guidelines for Americans makes a general recommendation to limit saturated fat to less than 10% of your calories. Well, percentages are just overwhelming. What's the grams? Well, for a 400 calorie meal, on average for a 400 calorie meal, the maximum saturated fat is 3 to 4 grams of saturated fat per meal. So I'm trying to keep these meals to about 3 grams of saturated fat. The egg has 1.5 grams, and the 2 slices of bacon have 1 gram of saturated fat. So we're already at 2.5 grams of saturated fat. Now this slice of cheese alone has 3.5 grams of saturated fat. I think I would save the cheese to make an egg white omelet with veggies and cheese. Remember, on average, for a 400-calorie meal, the maximum saturated fat is 3 to 4 grams of saturated fat per meal. Fruit is the last thing that we want to put with this meal. If you don't want to use these squeezy fruit things, just get something that's about 70 calories worth. And ta-da! There are the calories, 380 calories, and all the different nutrients. Everyone seems to be looking for different things. I kept the saturated fat appropriate for the heart-healthy people, and the fiber, 7 grams right there, protein, 24 grams. If you add tomatoes, remember you'll be adding about 10 to 15 more calories, or maybe instead you want to add some mayonnaise. But thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more simple meals to help you with your weight loss and weight maintenance. And until next time, take good care of yourself. Bye.